This is just a little experiment, having followed Suzi Dennis's video. I was so taken with it that I thought I'd give it a go myself. So what I've done what she's done and rolled out a piece of freezer paper. I have been stamping on tissue paper some images, and I quite like them. Don't know if you can see them all properly. There's all various images, and they're all overlapping, and some words. I haven't got many words, but these images are a face stamp that I sell, or used to sell. That's sort of like a little pixie face. So not very well stamped either, as you can see. I wasn't careful, but I didn't worry because it's only on tissue paper. So because of stamping and using an archival ink pad, some of the ink came through the tissue paper onto the freezer paper. So I'm not going to wipe it off because it may transfer, but I'm going to see how it goes. Watch this space, because I'm going to now start getting on with play, and this will be on a time lapse, so you won't have to listen to me or watch me do it in slow motion. But this is, I'm allowing myself this little bit of play because I've done some swap items, or a couple of swap items, so I've allowed myself this little play as a treat, although making swap items is a treat anyway. But this, I really love doing this kind of thing. So anyway, let's get cracking. You'll see here I'm painting with black acrylic paint directly onto the surface of the freezer paper. The freezer paper is laid down with the paper side to the table and the glossy side facing. You'll see I'm just doing very naive painting, and nothing's to scale. The flowers are oversized, but it really doesn't matter. And you'll see I'm just doodling away. And now I'm drying it with the hairdryer because I'm impatient. I show there some spray that I made, and I sprayed it on, but because I didn't dry it enough, it did go a bit sludgy. And here I'm laying down pieces of ripped up tissue paper, and in a moment I'll be adding some clear acetate in different colours. You'll see that on the right hand side of the screen. You'll notice my tatty cardigan that I wear is purely for craft work, because I'm so messy. I've ruined so many clothes that now I just stick to wearing a nightie, tatty dressing gown, or my tatty cardi, to try and stop me ruining so many other clothes. Oh dear. So here I am, starting to lay down some acetate, as you see. I'm coating some ripped up tissue again on the clouds. I'll do a lot of layers here as well. And I'll lay it down on matte gel medium, and I coat it in that as well. So it's got many layers of tissues and matte medium, and in a moment
bit further on, you'll see me laying down pieces of book pages as well. It's all very random how it's all put down. The idea is to be as free with it as possible. That I showed you was a book cover, very old one, and it's of Wordsworth poems. I shall keep the front and back cover to that book to make a journal book out of that as well, rather than waste it. So these pages are very fragile, but they rip ever so easily, and they're being coated now with more gel medium, which will help to make the pages stronger. Now more of my hand stamped tissue paper, my take on Tim Holtz, God bless him. Yep, more tissue there. I go, look at me go. Wow, wish I could work that speed normally. Yep, more tissue. More tissue, there we go. Yep, more acetate now. Well, it's not acetate, it's like a cellophane actually. My sister gave it to me, and I don't know where she got it from, but it's the type of cellophane you get wrapped in sweets in. It's that sort of thin, plasticky stuff. I'm making an attempt of drying it, but decided to let it dry by itself. So the paper I've got down is going to be another A1 sheet that I decorate. I'm just using up the paint I used to to save wasting it. And here I'm spreading on the PVA glue, but I'm wetting my brush to thin out the PVA and laying down full-size sheets from that book. Wow, I look like I'm getting faster. So, there I go, gluing away like a beaver there. Coating all the pages as I go. Nearly done. Oh look, heat gun and a hairdryer. Didn't know I could multitask, did you? There we go, one final coat all over it. This is where I'll then leave it to dry overnight.
Well, it's the next day, and I've let it dry overnight, and I've peeled it off the freezer paper, and here we are, my scene. All from scraps, and I'm really loving it. Oh, you can't. What do you think? Do you like it? I don't know what I'm going to do with it now I've done it. Although I was thinking maybe making a giant sort of art journal. Oh, that pulled up, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, And then I wish I had the sun on the other side now. But yeah, quite like it. And this is the tissue paper that my friend Diana at Spare Marbles 2012, this is the tissue paper she gave me. It's got all like glittery sprinkles in it. You can't really see it in this light, but you can see it in the sky, in the house. Loving it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It took me back actually to my infant school days, because I'm sure we used to do something similar to this. Yeah, I'm sure we did. It really took me back, and when I was sort of doing this last night, I was sort of really happy. I was in a happy place because it kind of brought back memories. And whether I'm right or not about doing this years and years back, many moons ago, I can't remember for sure. I'm sure we did do something like this, but even if I didn't, the fact that it brought back that memory for me was lovely, and I'm just really chuffed. And I might stick this up in the lobby of my workshop actually, with my other pictures. I'll show you what else I've been doing while I was waiting for this to dry. I was doing this, another sheet for my wall I've got to decorate. Yay, loving this, girlfriends. Oh dear, I'm in heaven, absolute heaven. And I'm loving this sheet. In fact, I think I like it more than my first sheet I did a little mini video on. These dots, I want to put words in there. I'm not sure what words, but yeah, I'm really loving this. I'm liking the mix of colours. So while that was drying, I did another sheet of tissue paper. Did it the same as the other one. And then, while that big sheet was drying, I did some jelly printing. I've got more to do on them, but this one was a ghost print, and then I did a rich black stencil of my eye stencil. This is a ghost print. That was, I think it was, no it wasn't. Where was it? Oh, don't know where it is. Anyway, I'm really liking that. But I shall go over this, I think, and that could be a book front. That one. Then that one. I liked it before I did the eye and this orange, this yellow over the top. I liked it just the pink because it came out quite pretty, so I might redo that. This says inspire, though you wouldn't think so. Oh, pardon me. So I might cut that out again on my silhouette and stick that on top because I quite like quite like that. It's nice and vivid. This is just pull-offs, you know, waste paint, with nothing else in mind other than just to take the paint off the jelly plate. But that's got a lot more to be done to it. Quite like that because it's that's the ghost print from that one. But I haven't done any more to it because I liked it like that. It's sort of nice, pretty and feminine. Then there's this one, using my masks. There's about 3 masks there that I grouped together to make a kind of, you know, what do you call it? Border. Oh goodness. This one didn't come out too well because I think I applied too much paint. But I like the ghost print that followed afterwards. So, had a really good time last night. I really had a lovely time. And I won't be having one again today, not for a couple of days, because I've got some swap stuff to continue, like finish. Ew, take no notice of this. This is just a craft cloth, by the way. I know you always see it on here. It's because I'm always playing. But this is a craft cloth. This isn't what I use in the kitchen. I'm not that disgusting. God. I just want to keep doing these now. I just can't stop thinking about doing more of them. How sad am I? Anyway, back real soon. I shall be back with a little video of my swap stuff I've been making, and my swap box for Trisha, because that's going to get sent off in the next week. I've promised myself to do it by the end of January, so because I want to get that sent, because I've got another swap to make, which I'm also looking forward to, and that's with Nancy, my dear little friend. So yeah, back real soon. Bye.